Team USA, fair to say, big first weekend of the Summer Games in Rio. On Sunday, in fact, the United States led all countries in the overall medal count with 12, 3 of which, however, were won, which would explain the golds. China, as you can see there, second place. Italy and Japan trailing close in the wake. Already several headlines, meanwhile, from the games to discuss just 3 days in. And to help me do it, CBS News contributor Dana Jacobson joins me. Week one of Summer Games usually goes to the swimmers. When Michael Phelps has been on the team, usually that means the American swimmers. Yep. But in Michael Phelps and Katie Ledecky, we might be seeing, arguably, in their respective genders, the two best that might ever be. But Michael Phelps, again, reborn, and he showed it yesterday.
Yeah, and people were questioning, so he's part of the 4x100 meter relay team that won gold, got it back from France. He even said afterwards, after they won, this was my goal.
A heated rivalry.
Exactly. I wanted to get it back. And it actually is, really. Like, the French came back to get it last time, and now they came and got it. But, you know, to see him back there, he's admitted he trained more for this one. This just is different for him. So you see him increase his medal tally, increase his gold tally, and now it sets up the rest of the Olympics and all the events for him where you kind of do wonder, can he keep doing it? And then Katie Ledecky, you had to be so impressed. Almost 2 seconds better than her own world record time. The jokes, the memes, she's in a different time zone than all the other swimmers when she finished because she was waiting for the competitors to come in.
The camera couldn't pull back far enough to get the competitors in the same shot.
And I saw a great thing. I don't know if you were watching the coverage. She met Michael Phelps when she was a kid and swimming and remembered getting an autograph from him. And you sort of see these torches getting passed down in various sports, and swimming does it so well. Those swimmers stay with the programs. Phelps obviously is still competing. But you see somebody like Summer Sanders, who's still there, Dara Torres, they're still there helping to sort of pass that torch to others.
I mean, we could see her in the 2024 games doing what Phelps really not just is doing now, but what Phelps did an Olympiad ago. Remarkable to think. You know, Phelps is going to have, let's just give him 20 golds when he's done, 21 golds.
Maybe
and to think
more,
that Katie Ledecky could chase him down.
Impressive.
They'll call everybody Ledecky Ian.
I like
meanwhile,
that.
we have a Fierce Five. We also have a women's gymnastics team that comes with its own nickname, and boy, Simone looked awfully fierce.
Yeah, Simone Biles, her first Olympics, and sort of transcending what Gabby Douglas was able to do last time around. So Simone Biles and Allie Raceman led this U.S. gymnastics team yesterday that we saw. And I mentioned Gabby Douglas for a reason. Because Simone and Allie finished 1 and 2 during this team qualifying, it bumps out the reigning Olympic gold medalist, so she will not be able to defend her gold. Was trying to become the first to do that in more than 50 years. It doesn't mean she's bad. Oh, by the way, she was third. And I looked this up today. This is the reason you can't have more than 2 representatives from the same country. It was to go against the Romanians when they were so dominant for so long and saying, we don't want them to sweep the medals podium, so we have to make this fair for everybody. Oh, yeah. Now that's backfired a little bit for the U.S.
Yeah, although wild cards. I'm a big fan of wild cards for situations like this.
Okay, so here's a wild card, and maybe you'll see her, at least in her event, end up on the medals podium. There is a 41-year-old gymnast. This is her 7th Olympics. Her first was 5 years before Simone Biles was even born. She's from Uzbekistan. I have to look at the name or I won't get it right. Oksana Chusovitna. So she was a silver medalist in Beijing, so a couple Olympics ago, and we will see her in the women's vault. There's a possibility she could medal in the vault. You never know.
Love it. There she
41, and she hasn't ruled out, is it Tokyo that's next? She hasn't ruled that out. She has not ruled out being a competitor at 45.
For those of us of a certain vintage, she can say she was inspired by Nadia Comaneci, and everybody at home's like, wait, what?
She was in the stands yesterday.
Google her.
Yeah.
Fascinating. We will not see the 3-time gold medal winning sisters from the United States. Perhaps you've heard of them, Venus and Serena Williams, repeat. This is already the biggest upset this games will see.
Right, and sort of, I don't want to say fell by the wayside a little yesterday because there was so much American success, but it did a little bit. They'd never lost a match in Olympic tennis doubles, ever. They'd lost, I believe it was 3 sets before in competition. So to see them out, and by the way, for Venus, she's done because she also lost her singles match. Serena will go on, try to defend her singles title, but Venus may be done, period, in the Olympics. Potentially not seeing her again in 4 years.
Fascinating. I do want to ask you, the network of record getting some backlash thus far. If not only for the coverage of the Olympics, but for some things that some executives said in terms of how they package it. It's tape delayed.
Right.
An executive spoke to the fact that, look, if you're looking for like hardcore sports coverage, this may not be the place, in part because 53% of our viewers are women, and thus...
And women aren't looking for results.
One notable columnist, Sally Jenkins, has already taken issue with it. I wonder, what kind of play is this?
Well, I mean, she wrote a great piece, and I encourage people to look at it because it raises a point. She doesn't say, oh, all women want results. She's admitting there are some who don't, but to simply flat out say, we're not really concerned with these results because women don't care is just as bad as saying the reverse. Also, the idea, everybody loves storylines. Storylines are great, but can't you do both? The Olympics are a place where, especially in women's sports, it's a chance to showcase. There are more women on this U.S. Olympic team, more women who are expected to medal, and especially medal in gold. We've got Ibtihaj Muhammad today in fencing who will be out there. And so it's a chance for women and men to get behind female athletes and their sport, not just their storyline. And for many, I guess the offending thing is when you're not giving us those results and you're just giving us the stories, you offend us.
Yeah, I mean, we're just so far from Title IX. You know, I got a couple little ones at home.
They don't know what Title IX is.
They don't care, but they want to win. They want to watch. They want to watch the sports.
Yeah.
They just want to watch the sports.
Yeah.
We have a lot of time this week to get to the fact
a lot
that
of sports.
Do you win a silver or a bronze? I'm of one opinion. It's a minority opinion at this point. I won't ask Dana Jacobson to right now because we're out of time. Dana,
Fair enough.
We thank you.
I will see you tomorrow. Thanks.